Wow, you've gotten big, Spike.
Maybe you've gotten smaller.
Ugh, something got smellier. Well, the last time Twilight showered.
Not to be rude and break up this little reunion, but could somebody fill me in on the details? I'm a little lost at the moment. Oh, right. Rarity, this is Spike, my sister from Camelot. Your assistant was a dragon? I'm sure I mentioned that before. I'm sure I remembered something like that. Well, I used to talk about him all the time. But after the floods, it became too painful to remember. I wanted to bring him along, but he ended up staying in Camelot with the princess. Spike, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why didn't you come with me?
You know why. Celestia suggested that I stayed behind to let you make friends.
I know, but after that, why didn't you at least come and visit? I didn't see you for months. Did you ever get any of my letters? You never responded to them.
Twilight.
Look, I'm sorry that this is a lot to drop on you, but I've spent the last 10 years not knowing if you were safe, or dead, or who knows what. So tell me, did Celestia not let you leave? Did she hold you hostage? Please, tell me!
No, I chose to stay.
But why, Spike?
Because I was young and stupid. And that first letter you sent me, the one talking about all the friends you've made and the magic of friendship. I felt like you didn't need me anymore, so I didn't go. I spent all my time helping the princess until, well, you know.
Oh, Spike, you know that I would never replace you. But I never thought you would think something like that. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Like I said, it doesn't matter anymore.
So, you stayed with the princess? Then you were there when she went. You know.
Yes. It was so strange. It was 4 days after the Nightmare Moon crisis. That morning, she was her normal self. Happy, loving, affectionate, everything we've come to know from her. And she kept talking about Zamponi's rehabilitation going well. But later that night, I went to go fetch a glass of water. I walked by her room and I heard screaming. I should have walked away, but I had to take a peek and see if she was alright. And that's when I saw her, standing in the middle of the room, covered in burns and bruises. It looked like she had been in a fight. And I saw something clutched in her hand. A severed claw. And then she started laughing. Terrible, terrible laughter! And then she turned to me. I could still remember those terrible eyes. And that crooked smile.
Go back to sleep, little one.
After that, things were different. She became quiet, temperamental, and bothersome. And well, I really don't want to talk about it.
Oh, Spike, how terrible! To go through all that, and as a child, no less. I'm just glad you were able to get away from that terrible mare.
Is this a dream?
I'm going to kill her.
What?
I'm going to kill her. It won't be today. It won't be tomorrow. But someday, I'll come up with a plan, and I'm going to kill her with my own 2 hands if I have to!
Is that why you never came back?
You thought I was dead, so I can assume Celestia thinks that too. Every pony needs to keep thinking that. That's why I stay on the boat. I can't let them know I'm still alive. For the time being. The world needs to believe that Twilight Sparkle is dead. At least until I think of a way to solve all this. Of course. But you can leave your room every once in a while, you know. Don't patronize my condition. My room's been forfeited to stop Celestia from spying on me. If you'd let me do the whole ship. We're not wrapping my ship in tinfoil, Twilight. I still don't believe that I can stop Celestia from seeing you. You can't not prove it. In fact, I think I've been outside for too long. I know what you're thinking, but you have to understand. She's faced some terribly traumatic experiences when the floods happened. We all did.
Like what? If you don't mind me asking.
It's not my place to say. We don't like talking about it too much. If you want to know, you'd have to ask her yourself. But today, it'd be nice if she could just reunite with her long-lost brother.
I understand. Today, we should just be happy.
So, did you guys want to come in, or are you just gonna clog the hallway? I take it there was some other reason you came here besides reuniting me and Spike. Oh, right. I got caught up in all this drama that I nearly forgot why I was here. The briefcase that Spike brought with him, the one from Fancy Pants' office. We're having a little trouble opening it, and they never told Spike the code. We were hoping that you could maybe give it a whirl. Probably a magical lock encrypted to Fancy Pants in the correspondence magical frequency. Bring it here and I'll have the enchantment overloaded in a few seconds. Will do. Be back in a flash, dear. Wait, Spike. I want you to stay here. Spike, I'm really happy to see you again.
Likewise.
And you're the last family that I have.
That's not true. You still have...
What? My parents? I love them, but I also know that they'll bow down to Celestia no matter how insane she becomes or what she does. I can't trust them. And Shining was sent to the Crystal Mountains for goddess knows what when the floods hit. And it was the North that drowned first. No! Every pony else in my family is dead. Or dead to me. For all that I have left. Which is why, once we're done with this job, we're dropping you off with some money and parting ways.
What?
Trust me, this is the last thing that I want to do. But you don't understand, Spike. This job that we do, we get into a lot of trouble sometimes. Getting shot at, explosions, death, we face those things all the time. I can't possibly let you be exposed to that. I've always wanted you to stay safe, but if you're here with us, you never will be.
So you're just gonna drop me off because you don't want me to play pirates with you?
We're not pirates. We're an unregistered task force that'll take any job no matter how big or small, even if it sometimes ventures outside the law.
Sorry. Mercenaries.
We're not mercenaries either! In any case, this isn't up for debate, Spike. You'll just have to trust that this is the right choice.
But... I mean, I've already been shot in the head and survived. What more can happen to me?
You could have been hit with a mountain and survived for all I care.
You're
not staying, and that's final. I'm here! Sorry if I kept you waiting. What are you two talking about? Fill you in on it later. Now, let's take a look. There we go. Now let's see here. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh crap! What? This is a bug. They've been tracking us this whole time. This is bad. This is very bad. Twilight, calm down. We'll deal with it. I want you to shift the controls of the ship back to manual so I can take evasion action. Get on the ship's PA and tell Rainbow and Applejack to get on deck.
What should I do?
Try to survive the next hour or so. Don't worry, this sort of thing happens all the time.
Yeah, because that makes me feel better.
Twilight, what are you doing over there? I'm not doing anything. Is this thing on? Yes? Good. Listen up, you little pack of urchins. You've caused us enough trouble today, and nothing would give me greater pleasure than to blow you little ingrates out of the water, but to have something that belongs to us. Surrender the dragon and the briefcase, and maybe I'll kill you quickly. Refuse, and I'll gladly skin you nice and slowly. You have 20 minutes to decide. Twilight, what was that? They must have magically hacked into our intercom to give us that message. Thankfully, I don't think they can see or hear us. Although I think that's the least of our problems. It looks like they've got 4 ships, to our 1. And I'd imagine each one of those boats is crammed full of armed ponies. So what are we gonna do, Rare? Well, that all depends on Spike here. What?